but we had naming ceremonies because we had call signs.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah. Hey, why don't you enlighten us, man? Why don't you all have call signs?
Because we're not abused children. What are you doing? I mean, what happened to you at school? You just get beaten up the whole time. Here, my guys in my school are asking me why you got your call signs. Because I said, well, Gonky, it's like,
Oh boy.
we have an animal here called a donkey.
Oh boy.
Donkey, like a horse, but it's smaller and it's used for towing things.
That's me.
And they were saying, well, is it like an American donkey? Is that what? Is it? Do you call him a gonk? Is that what a gonky is? I don't. So I promised I'd find that out, and I promised I'd find Mover's real name out as well. They asked me to find out that.
Cornwallis. It's Cornwallis.
Cornwallis.
Obviously, that's
Like
the C and the
Cletus.
W.
I just said it was
Cornwallis Mover.
Yeah.
Cletus.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cornwallis
Obviously,
and Gonky.
They know what it is, by the way. They told me, but we're not going to say anything because it's secret, innit?
Super
right.
secret.
Yeah.
So we don't have naming ceremonies, no. Although people do have nicknames, like you might be called Shaw or something, and so they call you Shawsy or something. You know, that's how creative we get. And of course, if someone does join a squadron and say, "They're calling me this, please don't call me it," then we call them it more. But we don't have a naming ceremony at all.
That's
Yeah, don't call me that.
kind of a call sign. I mean, what do you put on your name tag?
Well, mine was Tim Davies because that's my name. I mean, not being funny, honestly.
Shocker.
Badges here somewhere. It was Tim Davies. But you would have on your badge, you'd have like Gonky written there. You had a woman on called Mace, didn't you, earlier?
Yes, we
see
did.
one?
We did. We had
Was she
Mace.
the display girl or something? Was she doing all the display?
Thunderbird. She was a Thunderbird.
Oh, was she the first girl into the Thunderbirds? Is that right?
No, she was like second or third.
I liked her attitude actually on your show because she's just sort of going along with it. She's like, yeah, they're just going to speak at me for an hour and a half. I'm just going to sit here and listen. And I thought she just seemed like perma tired. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, we've got 70 shows over the year, so I don't really want to do more fly pass. We don't have to. No, it's fine. She was just great. I thought she was brilliant actually. So she would just have like Mace on her badge, would she?
Yeah, well, we varied up. Some places, you just use it on Fridays and it would just be the call sign. Our last place, it was call sign as your first name and then your last name. And then we do first name Fridays.
Whatever you're feeling, honestly, Tim.
Hey, free spirits, right?
Free spirit. All about freedom here. Whatever name you want on there, you got it.
That's it. I love it. Yeah, we did.
And it goes on the jet, unless it's really bad.
Yeah,
so,
it's really bad.
Unless it's like Ass Face, for example, he had to be renamed because his name couldn't be placed on the side of.
We haven't got enough jets to name. Put our names on.
There's one I get in trouble for every time I mention it because people are like, "You're racist against the Japanese," and I'm like, his call sign was the Nippler, and we called him Nips.
Nips.
Yes. But everybody's like, "Oh, you're talking about the Japanese kicking your butt and BFM." I'm like, no, it's just the one guy. It's just this one guy I'm talking about.
Mover just got us demonized. Thanks, dude.
You're welcome. Just don't say Chuck Yeager.
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah, we had a guy because when we went to flag, I did a couple of flags. One was normal flag, red flag, and one was the black flag. It's a bit secret-y flag, which we can't really talk about, can we? It was in the dark. Do a red flag in the dark, just to make it a little bit more hazardous. You know what I mean? Because not enough people died on the last one, so we're going to turn the lights out and then we're going to fly low level and see what happens. Some crazy shit like that. But on that one of our guys, an F3 mate, a friend of mine, called Rob Quaife, in fact, lovely bloke actually. He actually did really well in the Air Force. Really good guy. We had some good guys going through, and he was given one of the first leads in this flag, a red flag. And he walks on the stage because all you guys have got your nicknames, and we had none. So I probably shouldn't tell.
What are you talking about?
I probably shouldn't tell this story as well because he's going to hate me. He's going to watch this. So he walks out on the stage, and it's like, a big red flag is, right? It's massive, and he's like trip 2 or something. So he's got this huge lead, and of course, no one knows what they're doing. Everyone's a bit, I don't know what's happening. You don't want to be embarrassed. You want to make. So he's built this kind of stuff, and he's given himself a nickname, and it was I think it was Quiffy, whatever. So it's Rob Quaife, so Quiffy, and in America that means something pretty bad apparently. So he walks out, and he's like, "Yeah, my name's Rob Quiffy Quaife," and like the room starts erupting in laughter, and all the British guys are sitting there going, "Yeah, what's going on? What's that about? Like, I don't know what's going on." And eventually someone shouts him and tells him what it is, and he has to delete it from the slide. But, so after that, no one made up nicknames anymore. We didn't have any call signs.
It's just cultural. It's like the Navy. Every day in the ready room, they'd be like, quit your wanking. And I'm like, dude, that means something different.
Yeah, it does.
Across
you don't
the
want
pond.
to be...
That is not what's happening here.
What does it mean in America?
Complaining. It means complaining in a Navy ready room.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's not what it means, though.
I'll use that in my school now with the American dudes. That's awesome. I'm gonna write that shit down. I got some notes here. Fucking taking some of this down. Right, wanking down there.
Yeah.
That's
Mover
done.
Gonky said.
We're done. Yeah, Gonky said this.
He said,
Yeah.
unequivocally.
I've taken some notes down. We're good. We're okay. Next time you come on my show, we talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
At 2 a.m.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Because it's only like 2 a.m. That's interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, there are some things like you guys when we were over there. You couldn't say like heads up. We said heads up a lot.
No, that's Air Force thing.
So that's an Eagle thing. Well, it's a fighter. It's originated in Eagle. You can't say head. Can't say box.
Could you not point then as well? Is that
elbow? You got to point with your elbow because they say you can only point at what you're going to kill. So I don't want to kill you. So I love
that shit. It's bollocks. There's no one calling out that bollocks. Like, dude, you're being a fucking twat. Stop it. What's the matter with you? It's like, why does no one say that? Like, even stop in a second. Surely it's
called groupthink. One of us. One of us.
Tim, we actually do make fun of the Eagle community, just so you know.
Right, everyone does. Yeah, my wife met a few of those in a bar.
To the level that we actually do make fun of them would get us demonetized, so we're not.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not.
My wife she met some C guys, some Charlie drivers, and they were different. Like they were different guys. Those guys' ego was planet size. Like how you squeeze it in that cockpit. But the Eagle. The E guys were lovely, apparently, but the C guys.
I'll tell you one that's on that note, but I hope it doesn't get us demonetized. When the Viper dudes would taxi by the Eagle squadrons, they would switch to sec, which would pucker the nozzle.
Oh, brilliant!
So
awful. Yeah, you guys are done. I'm done as well now. That's it. Thank you. At least I'm not going to get kicked with the police.
Do I hear knocking at the door?
Yeah,
because we're just gotta save the king.